Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. Before I get this thing started, I just want to say a couple things really quickly. First of all, I'm sorry for the big gap in uploads lately. I've just been pretty busy with school and just personal stuff, and I've been trying to sort of reorganize my schedule after the Christmas break and get it all back together pretty much. And second thing, guys, as you may know, this is a part 2 to the little mini series that I said I'd be doing called the Pros and Cons series. Last episode was the Pros and Cons of VidMe. And guys, that video did extremely well. I'm extremely surprised about the support on that video. Thank you all so much for your support on that video. But if you guys want the Pros and Cons series to continue on, if you want me to make more of the Pros and Cons series, be sure to like this video and be sure to give me a comment down below if you want the series to continue and what websites to possibly do next. So with that out of the way, here are the pros and cons of MetaJolt. Starting off with this one nifty little feature about MetaJolt is, of course, the forums. They have forums on their website, official forum threads where you can just make a thread and just start a general conversation without having to make a video, which not a lot of video sharing websites do this, but I do find it pretty cool when they have one. The odd thing is I'm generally not that big of a forum poster, yet I always love when there's a forums board, or not a forums board, but rather just a general forums platform. Another great pro about MetaJolt is, of course, the DMCA. MetaJolt does not have much of a DMCA thing going on. It's a little inconvenient right now, kind of. Not really inconvenient, just a little weird currently at the moment, because they don't exactly have any DMCA protection technically. So that one, I introduced it as a pro, but now it's actually kind of in the middle. I'll explain why it doesn't exactly have DMCA protection in a minute. Okay, one of the big pros about MetaJolt is definitely its design, and we'll even get into the channel design in its own little pro here in a second, but the design on MetaJolt is amazing. I really like the design on MetaJolt. It's clean, it's nice, and it's simple, yet it still has that kind of remnants of what the old YouTube layouts kind of were. It's just generally super clean and super organized. It's not that much of a mess. Everything you need is right at the home page pretty much, and that's really all I have to say about it. Everything is just clean, it's simple. There's not 20 million boxes to jump through to try and get to what you're looking for. It is a very simple design. And one thing that I don't understand why YouTube did not keep this, which I'm glad MetaJolt has, is the fact that you have just two separate things, pretty much. Two separate controls on the top right when you make an account. You have the My Account section, in which you click on that, it just simply gives you Create Channel, Inbox, and Log Out, pretty much. It's very simple, but then it also gives you the option next to My Account for the account, or the channel rather, that you have currently selected, and you can access everything from here. You can access your own profile, the settings for it, the videos, the friends, all of that stuff you can access just straight from the homepage. And they're both separate buttons, which makes it really nifty and makes it really convenient when you need to create a new channel or just simply go to your inbox pretty much. And I really just don't understand why YouTube didn't keep this. I mean, it's just the simplest thing ever. Instead of making 20 million boxes to access all the pages, why not just put them right here like MetaJolt does? Now, another huge pro that I absolutely love about MetaJolt, and this is probably my favorite thing on MetaJolt so far, is the channel layout. The channel layout is absolutely beautiful. It's pretty much like MetaJolt's own personal little take on the classic YouTube layout. It's like it has the sort of classic YouTube channel layout look to it, but it isn't exactly it either. It doesn't have like a bunch of rigid lines or anything. It doesn't look like it's straight out of the early 2000s. It still looks like something that could be released today, but still has that remnants sort of what the classic YouTube layout was, and I find that absolutely amazing. The fact that you can customize the entire background on your page, the fact that you can have a banner combined with your background to make just the ultimate look for your channel, just makes this channel layout one of the best ones I've used on an alternative website so far. Honestly, when it comes to layouts, the competition is very stiff between MetaJolt and YouTube, or not MetaJolt and YouTube, but MetaJolt and VidBit, the original VidBit. I honestly don't know which one's better. Both of them had their really good advantages And honestly, right now, I think MetaJolt so far has one of the best layouts on an alternative website. One of the best channel layouts anyway. Though once Vidbit Future comes out, it might give it a run for its money. I'm not sure though, that's just speculation. But really, MetaJolt, you created one darn awesome channel layout here. Maclar, rather. You created one awesome channel layout here. If there's one other kind of nifty pro I should give MetaJolt, just in a few, just in one sort of block here, it's just the whole community aspect of it. What you can do as a community, essentially. You don't just subscribe to a channel and comment on their videos. They have a whole bunch of different things to make the community feel more personal in a way. Aside from the comments, you can also post GIFs and images in your comments. While it may not sound good on paper, it is, with the right community anyway, it is executed very, very well. The fact that you can post images next to comments makes them feel a lot more personalized, and some of the community can really come up with quite a few creative GIFs for their comments. And also the fact that you have a friends tab that you can add other users as friends and direct message them like the old YouTube used to do. You can direct message them, you can comment on their channels or whatever in this big friends section. It's amazing. I don't know why more websites don't have a friends section. And one other cool little pro about MetaJolt, one other little cool thing, is the fact that it has its own channels section, which is another thing about YouTube not wanting to show off, apparently, is showing the top users, the most subscribed users, the most viewed users in all time, or this month, or this week. You can see who's been the most subscribed or the most viewed in really just any time period, pretty much, which is awesome. I don't know why YouTube doesn't do this, essentially. It just shows off the community in a lot better of a way, and you can really see how many people are on MetaJolt and just see where you are in the rankings and all that. See where everybody else is compared to each other in the rankings. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but you kind of get the point. You can see the whole community all in one page, and that is one really cool thing about MetaJolt. But now, I'm sorry I gotta do this to you, Maclar. Here are the cons of MetaJolt. Now, all of the cons on MetaJolt, or most of them anyway, aren't really exactly cons, but just little tiny quirks on the website that just make certain aspects of it a little weird. But there is one big con that you just can't beat around the bush just talking about, pretty much. You can't go around it, pretty much. It's one of the most obvious things on MetaJolt, but we'll get to that in a minute. The first thing is when you upload a video, you are forced to use tags. Now, that isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. It's just one of those quirks that are a little bit weird, you know. YouTube doesn't force you to make tags. VidMe doesn't force you to make tags, if they even have a tag feature. And, you know, Vidbit, the original Vidbit before it went down, they didn't force you to use tags. No other video sharing website I ever have been on forced you to use tags, or make tags rather, when you're uploading a video. So why does MetaJolt? Why are you forced to make tags for your video when you upload it? It's just one of those weird things. It's like, if I could, I just wouldn't put any tags on it, because in a way I'm kind of too lazy. But these days I just kind of copy paste all the tags. But that is besides the point. That's just one of those weird quirks that you have to use tags, pretty much. One of the other small little quirks about MetaJolt is, of course, the banners on the channels. Now you might be thinking, why am I calling this a con or a quirk when I just complimented the banners? Well, it's not exactly that more than it is how the banners can be presented sometimes. See, unless you actually sort of span out, or not exactly span out, but more or less kind of measure where your banner is going to be and know exactly what the dimensions of your banners are going to be, your banner can end up broken, more or less. Pretty much here's the gist of things. Banners, MetaJolt wants you essentially to upload a banner at a certain resolution so that it looks better, so that your banner is centered and that your banner fits within its little window and nothing breaks. But if one of the banners are too small or too wide compared to the height, or even too big sometimes, it doesn't exactly have... It has a recommended resolution, but sometimes you can just get past that recommended resolution and just upload an image larger than what MetaJolt can handle for your banner. So sometimes if you're not careful, what you can end up is a pretty broken mess on the front of your channel, pretty much. Now, one other little quirk about MetaJolt, and I kind of consider this more of a con, is when you want to update your channel layout, it just doesn't work. What I mean by that is, I went to update my channel art kind of a couple weeks ago, and it literally took me 4 days and about 60 attempts just to get my profile picture on, my new profile picture on. And the background took even longer. There's essentially a glitch with MetaJolt to where banners, or not banners, but all art in general really, just takes a super long time to upload. They don't ever upload right after you try them. So essentially, it could take up to a week really to even get a successful attempt at trying to update your channel art. It is a really annoying bug that I really wish would kind of get fixed sooner. But those were all quirks. Those were all small things. What is the big con that I'm mentioning here? There's no getting around this one, and Maclar, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but it is the fact that uploading is not a thing. See, this is what I was talking about when I said there is essentially kind of no DMCA protection or whatever for MetaJolt. Because essentially, MetaJolt does not have an uploader at the current moment. What they have is an embedding feature to where you can embed videos from YouTube and VidMe and Dailymotion and all those other sites. So essentially right now, as it stands, the whole DMCA thing is not currently controlled by MetaJolt, but more or less the sites that they're embedded from. So like if you were to upload like a copyrighted movie clip or a copyrighted song or whatever, pretty much on MetaJolt, it's not DMCA controlled by MetaJolt, it's DMCA controlled by YouTube, because your YouTube video is now on MetaJolt. So essentially there's no way of really uploading original content to MetaJolt unless you also upload original content to YouTube or VidMe, which generally, and sadly these days, a lot of people don't want to do. And that is currently why right now there's such a large waiting list for VidBit Future. People don't want to try VidMe or YouTube uploading anymore, pretty much. And while I know it is in the works, MetaJolt really does need to hurry up on getting that uploading feature back. Because right now as it stands, essentially, people can just post whatever the heck they want on MetaJolt. Random accounts can literally embed videos, like every single video from a certain big channel on YouTube, and also get big on MetaJolt. While there are a great amount of people that actually do embed their own content that they upload on YouTube onto MetaJolt, there is still quite a large portion of people that just copy a link from a music video on YouTube and paste it into MetaJolt, and that is what they upload. But really the question for this is, do we blame the community, or do we blame MetaJolt itself for all these videos, all these music videos essentially just being spammed and just scattered all over MetaJolt? Because really there is no definite answer. While MetaJolt may not have an upload feature at all and most videos can only be embedded from YouTube, at the same time it's the people who actually take the music videos and embed them on MetaJolt that is causing this problem. So far, some of the music channels have been the most viewed channels on MetaJolt, period, pretty much. So all in all, what should you get from this video on MetaJolt? Well, in total, MetaJolt is a really great website. It has some really awesome, it has not even awesome, but amazing channel design features, and its layout is absolutely beautiful. There are a lot of great things to MetaJolt that you can do, but currently the uploading system, the fact that you can't even upload, you just embed, kind of breaks it a little bit. So while I do recommend making an account on MetaJolt and joining and just seeing what it's like, it's essentially up to you whether you want to stay or not, because currently I can't really give a score on 1 to 10 of what I really think of MetaJolt. Here's how I'll break it down essentially. If you make content on YouTube or on VidMe and you want to expand onto another alternative video sharing website and upload on maybe 2 alternative video sharing websites at once, definitely join MetaJolt. Go for it, because you can upload your videos from VidMe, or embed rather your videos from VidMe onto MetaJolt, and it makes it great. However, if you're coming to MetaJolt to strictly upload on MetaJolt only and not on any other video sharing platform, then this may not be the website for you. So really, that is my standing on MetaJolt. Of course, this is all my personal opinions. Agree or disagree, this is just what I felt like. And yeah, but that is just my opinion. You guys can agree or disagree. You guys have the right to believe whatever you want, or have the right to really, but that is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. You can join MetaJolt or not join MetaJolt, either way. But overall, I do recommend going on to MetaJolt if you are uploading on VidMe or YouTube and you want to expand to another video sharing platform. But anyways, guys, that'll be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to become a crafting lord. This is Crafting Lord 21, and I'll see you guys in the next video.